Good morning to all. Uh, Today's topic is Python programming language. So Python is a programming language. Okay, the user easily understood and creating the problems that using to Python programming language. Okay, so first initially, how to declare the variables in the Python. The variable are stored on reserved memory location on the values. Okay, the variable you assign the values will be stored on reserved memory locations. Okay, so we need stored assign each and variable to declared data types integer character float or should be mentioned on represent by the variables. Okay, the value will be stored on reserved memories. Okay, the variable called from integer character float decimal. So suppose integer means integer values 10, decimal means that is a floating values 1.0 2.0, character values we can assign the letters a b c d. This is a assign of the variables. So assign variable values, you put on the equal symbols that is represent the assignment operators. Okay, the variable assign the value equal to 10. Okay, so operand plus operators, you have represent the assigning assigning the symbol of equal. Okay, the equal symbol will be represent to communicate the operand plus operators. Okay, for examples, counter equal to 100. 100 is that is a value, counter is that is called for variable. The variable we can assign the values equal to, that is represented by the equaled. So counter is the counting the values, that is 100. Okay, name equal to John, name represented by the John. Who is the name? That is John. So John is represent that double quotation. The string values you assign the double quotations. Okay, so name equal to John. So then floating point. Floating point means the decimal values. So the variable name miles equal to 1000.0. So the 1000.0 is that is a floating point values. Okay. After in this variable to execute the print counter. So the counter value is 100. Automatically display on 100. Print miles. Automatically getting from result 1000.0. Print name equal to John. Print name equal to John. அப்ப print name na enna? John. This is called for variable declarations. So multiple assignment. Suppose I calling the value or number of variable assign the values same values. For example, a equal to b equal to c equal to 1. So a value 1, b value 1, c value 1. You have individually represented 4 lines, but a single line we get in the variable values assign a equal to b equal to c equal to 1. So single value you assign different variables. Okay. So next one is, this is called multiple assignment. Okay. Next one is you assign a comma b comma c equal to 1 comma 2 comma John. So the comma is represent different variables, different values in a single line. That is represented by the commas. Okay, comma is why using for comma, because the different variable assigned different values. Okay, so you make you create the commas. Okay, so casting, this is a casting of specified data type variables. This is first examples. X equal to string of 3, y equal to int 3, z equal to float of 3. So, so print x means 3. Print x means 3. So you assign string variable 3, but x equal to 3. So string consider numerical value or decimal value or integer value. Okay, character values. All those things called for string. Okay, so you assign the 3 means that is a getting into the system, that is a character. 3 is a character. So the character variable you assign integer or floating point, numerical values, everything as a specific string. So that is called for x equal to 3. Y equal to 3 means integer, that is represent integer. You assign the 3. So z equal to float 3 means you assign the floating value 3.0. The statement. This is a statement. A statement is instruction the Python language executed in the execute the commands. That is called for statement. Okay. So this is called for statement is the print the statement in the values. Result of print the statement. So for example, print 1. Okay, x equal to 2. So print x. To produce the output, print 1 is that is called 1. You assign x equal to 2 now. Print x means 2. This is an example. So Python language generally print 1 means 1 printed. But C language you assign to printf 1 means the error will be occurs. C language print 1 means the error will be occurs. But the Python language any one letters or numbers will be given in the print command automatically execute the statement. So print 1 means that is a 1. Print x equal to x values means 2. Assign the value is 2. So print x means 2. The expressions. The way expression means combination of values, comma variables and operators. Value plus variables and operators is called expressions. Okay. So 1 plus 1 means 2. So operator, operands, both are calculated. 1 plus 1 means 2. So 17 means represent 17. This is called expressions. Okay. Next one is operators. The operators is perform operands value of variable in the Pythons. Okay. There are different operators we can utilize in the Python language. So the types of Python operators, arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, identify operators, membership operators, bitwise operators. There are 7 operators utilized in creating the program in the Python language. The operation utilized creating the operators in the Python language. So this is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic means plus, minus, star, divisions, modulations. This is called for arithmetic operators. Plus means x plus y. Suppose x value is 10, y value is 20. X plus y means 10 plus 20, that is 30. The result is 30. That is using the arithmetic operators. Okay. So assignment operator is very important in the programming language. Once assignment operator, you represent x equal to 5 means x value is 5. Okay, this is simple. Okay, suppose the increment we need the added purpose, some of the numbers, 10 numbers, some of the values, that is represent the assignment operators. X plus equal to 3, x plus equal to 3. So 3 already x value is 1 means, suppose x value is 1 means So x plus equal to 3 means 3 plus 1, 4. X value is 4. Again, in the condition will be checked. 2 means go to again the condition added 4. 4 plus equal to 3 means 3. 3 plus 4, 7. Up x value is 7. That is called for assignment operators. Okay. The Python comparison operators. Comparison means equal to equal to. The conditionally check the conditions. True means the condition is true. So equal means both condition is true. That is equal is true. Suppose any one condition is false means the condition is false. That is the equals. Okay. Not equal means any one condition is true means true. Okay. Otherwise, both condition is false means false. Okay. Greater than equal to less than equal to. That is represented by the check the conditions. Suppose x value is 5 greater than equal to y value is 5. The condition is true or false? True. Greater than equal to 2 means the condition is true. Suppose greater than x greater than y means the condition is check the conditions 5 greater than 5 the condition is false. Okay, so you have a represent equal means that condition will be true. Next, the logical operators. In the logical operators we can represent and or not. Three operator will placed. And means both condition will be true means the condition is true. Otherwise, one condition is false means false. So suppose x greater than 5 and x greater than 10. Suppose x values I put on x values put on 11. 11 greater than 5 less than 5 means the condition is 11 less than 5 means the condition is true, and 11 greater less than 10 means 11 less than 10 means the condition is true. Both the condition is true means and operation is true. Okay. Suppose I put in on value x values 6. Okay, 6 less than 5 the condition is true, and 6 less than 10 the condition is false. So any one condition false means the AND operation is false. Okay. Next, or means suppose I assign 4 x value is 4. 4 less than 5 means the condition false. 4 less than 5 means the condition is false. Again, next condition will be checked. 4 less than 4, the condition is false. The both the condition false means false. Suppose x values I put in the 5. 5 less than 5 means the condition is false. Or next conditions 5 less than is 4, the condition is true. So any one condition true means the or condition is true. Okay. The not means not equal to true. Whenever it is utilized not equal to true means the condition is true. The bitwise operator and or not XOR. This is the bitwise operators. So this operators is completed. Next topic is decision making. The decision making is very important. This is a decision making means the conditional operators, conditional statement, yes or no, if else. Okay, true or false. They check the condition. The statement will be true or false. That is a check the conditions. That is called for decision making. You making to create the check the conditions. That is called for decision making. Okay. First, if else. If means true, else means false. True or false. That is combination of that check the condition, the statement. That is called for decision making. This is the syntax. If condition 1, statement 1. Okay. So if check the condition. If condition is true, a statement will be executed. Suppose the condition is false means the else of the statement. So whenever it is the if condition is true, that time the statement will be executed. Okay. Suppose the condition is false means go to else statement will be executed. Okay. This is called for if else statement. Okay. In this right side the flow chart, given the examples. Condition 1 is true means they go to s statement will be 1 executed. Suppose the condition is false, go to no option, statement will 2 is executed. So next, odd or even numbers. So this is example, odd or even numbers. So n eval input and array numbers. Eval means that is a getting values, input values. So suppose n equal to 5, I assign the 5 elements. So 5, if 5 divided to equal to 0. The 5 divided by 2 means, check the conditions. 5 divided by 2 means the balance is 1. So 1 equal to 0 means the condition is false. Else go to print odd numbers. So odd or even number. Odd means 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. This is odd number. Even number is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is the even numbers. So check the conditions. Suppose I put in 2. N value is 2. N divided by 2 equal to 0. N divided by 2 means the balance is 0. 0 equal to 0. So the condition is true. Go to print the even number. N2 is that is a even number. Okay. So positive or negative numbers. This is a positive or another one example. Positive or negative numbers. N equal to eval input enter the numbers. So suppose n values I put in 2. So if conditions 2 greater than equal to 0, 2 greater than equal to 0, the condition is true or false? True. So 0 less than n values big. So n values is high. So 2 is positive. So our print positive numbers. 2 is positive numbers. Suppose n values I put in -1. -1 greater than equal to 0. The condition is false. Go to else negative numbers. Okay. So leave here or not. So leave year means what is leave year? 4 years comes once. The leave year coming on 4 years once. Okay. So you divide the y divided by 4 because y value I put in that 4. So check the conditions. 4 divided by 4. The condition is true. So 4 divided by 4 means the guy 0. 0 equal to 0 means print leaf years. 0 equal to 0 means that 2. Print leaf years. For 4 is that is the leaf years. Suppose 3, I put in the 3. Y value is 3. 3 divided by 4. So the condition, check the conditions. 3 divided by 4 means the condition is false because it's not a divide by 4. The balance is some 1. So 1 equal to 0 means that the condition is false. Go to print not leave years. 3 is not leave years. So next, greatest of two numbers. Greatest of two numbers. I getting the two values a and b. Eval of input enter the a values. Eval of input enter the b values. Suppose the a values I put in 5, b values I put in 4. If I check the conditions, 5 greater than 4. So a values I put in the 5. 5 greater than 4 means the condition is true. Go to print the greatest number a. Suppose a values I put in 1, b values put in the 5. So 1 greater than 5 means the condition is false. 1 greater than 5. The condition is false. Go to else. Greatest number less greatest number is B. Okay. Next, eligibility of our voting system. Age equal to eval. Getting input values age. I put in the age is 18. So if check the conditions, 18 greater than equal to 18. 18 greater than equal to 18. So the condition is true because 18 equal means 18, but equal represent. So the condition is true. Suppose the 18 greater than 18, that is a wrong. Okay, that is a false. Okay, because age greater than equal is that condition is true. Okay, this age 18 greater than equal to 18 means that condition is true. Print you are eligibility for voting. Okay, suppose 18 greater than 18 only, the condition is false. Go to you are not a eligibility for the vote. So next one, chain conditional. Two or more conditional. That is using represent else if. Okay, else if. Two or more condition will be need. That is using else if. So this is the syntax. If condition 1 true means go to execute the statement 1. Otherwise, go to else if. The condition 2 is true means go to statement will be executed. Suppose the condition 2 is false, go to else if. Condition 3. Again, condition 3 is true means go to a statement will be executed. Suppose the condition is 3 false, go to else, default statement will be executed. Okay, this is called for else if. Okay, this is a flow chart. Condition 1, check the condition. True means the block of statement 1 is printed. Suppose the condition 1 is false means go to check the condition 2. The condition 2 is false means go to condition n. N condition is false means again go to default statement will be executed. Okay. So this is a student mark system. Example for else if statement. First one mark I put in, enter your marks. Okay, I put in 40. I put in 40. So if 40 greater than equal to 90, the condition is false. 40 greater than equal to 19. Okay, 40 less 90 less than 40. So less of 40. So the condition is false. Go to else if 40 greater than equal to 80. Again check the conditions. 40 greater than equal to 80. Again the condition is false. Again go to check the third conditions. 40 greater than equal to 70. Again the condition is false. Then go to else mark greater than equal to 50. So mark is 40. 40 greater than equal to 50. The condition is false. Again else print fail. The 40 mark is failed. 50 means pass, C grade. So 40 is the fail mark. Nested condition. Nested means if and if. If and if means that is a nested if. Okay. This is a if condition. Again if conditions. Two condition will be checked simultaneously. The first condition check true means go to if condition 1. Again second condition will be true means go to statement will be executed. So any one condition is false means go to else what statement will be printed. This is a flow diagram. Condition 1 check true means go to condition 2. Condition 2 means 2 is true means go to statement 1 is printed. Okay, suppose condition 1 is false means go to statement will be executed. So this example, greatest of three numbers. Greatest of three numbers. I put in the three values A, B, C, getting the values. A value is 10, B value is A value is 9, B value is 1, C value is 8. Okay, I check the conditions. 9 A greater than B, 9 greater than B, 1. Upon 9 greater than 1 means the condition true. Again, if A greater than C, again 9 greater than 8, the condition is true. Print greatest number A. So A is 9 compared to B value, C value is very less, 1 and 8. So that is A is true. Go to print A is greatest. So positive, negative or 0. This is a check the conditions. If n values I put in 9. If 9 equal to 0, the condition is true or false. The condition is false. So go to else 9 greater than 0, greater than 0 compared to 9 is big. The condition is true. Go to print positive numbers. Okay, 9 is positive numbers. Okay, this is a conditional loop and the iterations. Looping statements. State, while, for, break, continue, pause. So iteration means you have to check the statement and now getting from the number of times. That is using iterations. Looping means number of times we can execute it the statement. That is using iterations. Okay. First initially while loop. While statement is check the conditions. The condition is true means go to execute the statement. Or otherwise the false means go to end of the statement. That is called for while. This is a syntax. Initial value while check the conditions. The condition is true means go to execute the body of the statements. Okay. The flowchart. You listen the flowchart right side. First check the condition. Check the expressions. The condition is true means go to execute the body of the while loop. Or else false means go to exit the statement just below the while. Okay, this is example. Some of the n numbers. So n equal to eval input under the n. So I am getting the n values 10. So 10 I equal to 1, sum equal to 0, while I less than equal to n. So 1 less than equal to 10. The condition is true or false. 1 less than equal to 10 means the condition is true. True means go to sum equal to sum plus I. So sum already 0. 0 plus I value is 1. 0 plus 1 means 1. We can sum equal to 1. So I value next incremented. So I plus 1 means 2. Already I value is 1. Again I value is 2. Again I value is 3. Whenever it is the false, 10 less than equal to 10 means that is a condition true. 11 less than equal to 10 means the condition is false. Okay. 11 less than equal to 10 means the condition is false. So next factorial. This is the factorial. N eval getting the input value n equal to I put in that 5. N values I put in that 5. So I equal to 1, fat equal to 1. Okay, while I less than equal to n. So they check the conditions. I less than n, I value is 1, 1 less than n equal to 5. 1 less than equal to 5 means the condition is true. So true means fat equal to fat in I. So fat values already 1. 1 equal to 1 into 1. I value is 1. 1 into 1 means 1. So I value is again 2. I plus 1 equal to 2. So the 2 again say the condition 2 less than equal to 5. The condition again true. Again say fat equal to fat into I. 2 into 1, 2. 1 into 1, 2 into 1, 3 into 1, 4 into 1, 5 into 1. So 5 less than 5 equal to 5 to 2. 6 less than equal to 5 means the condition is false. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 factorial means 120. Okay. So sum of digital numbers. I'm getting the n values, eval of input under the numbers. I put in 123. While sum equal to 0, while n greater than or equal to 0, 120, n value is 123. 123 greater than 0, the condition is true. A equal to 123 divided by 10. So that is A values. After sum equal to sum plus A means, so A values proceed on sum values. So sum value is 6. N equal to n divided by 10 means 12. Sum value is 12. So n equal to n divided by 10 means, so after that the divided 6. This is the for loop. We can using number of time execute the statement sequentially. That is using the for loop. Okay. So for I in range, start stop steps. Start stop steps. So I value I put in the example. For means execution the number of values. The for in the list. For in the list. 5 represent Ramu. Ramu is one by one defined. RAMU. So that is represent by one the order of the sequentially. That is using the for loop. This is example Fibonacci series. A equal to 0, B equal to 1, N equal to, you will of getting N values. So suppose N values I put in on 6. So print Fibonacci series, just display. Print A comma B, just display. Okay. N values 6 in display. After A comma B values 0 comma 1. Okay. Then for I in range of 1 comma n comma 1. So n value is 6. So I value is 1. The range of check the conditions. 1 less than 6. The condition is true. Go to C equal to A plus B. So A plus B is 0 plus 1 means C values. Upper C value is 1. Print C means 1. Again I value is 2. 2 less than 6. The condition is true. Again A value is 0 plus 1. So 1. Add C values, add 1 plus 1 is 2. Again I value is 3. 4, 5, 6. 6 less than 6 means that the condition is false. Go to execute the print C values. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. This is the 5 time executed in the statements. Okay, this is the Fibonacci series. So looping control states, sir. The break is very important. Once execute the statement, after the condition is break, stop the conditions. So while test expressions, if they check the condition is true means execute the statement. After the condition is close, that is a break. In this flow chart, first to check the conditions. Condition is true or false. The condition is true means go to execute the statement after the break. Okay. Suppose condition is false means go to exit the loop. For example, for I in welcome. For I in welcome. If they check the conditions, if I equal to C. So I equal to C means the condition is true or false. So welcome already defined. The I already welcome is I is checked. So I equal to C means this condition is true. The break VEL. The I values display on WEL. After that break, stop. So continue. Continue means once a statement will be true, executed. After continue means again go to the check the conditions. So this is a flow chart. First we need to check the conditions. The condition is true means go to true, again continue, then body of the statement executed, again will be check the conditions. This is a continue. Suppose the condition is false means go to end of the loop. So for I in the welcome, I check the conditions if I equal to C, but C means already WEL will be printed. Okay. Then continue means again OME will be printed. Okay. This is the continued statements. Okay. Thank you.